The Independence Caucus is set up specifically to do this. One, let's find our common principles of fiscal responsibility. And I have to tell you, when you talk to Democrats, when you talk to progressive, when you talk to almost anybody, of regular Americans in the country, about should you be spending more money than we have, or spending at this insane rate, you've got common principles with them. Everybody realizes you can't spend money you don't have, except for the people in office and those who are benefiting from it. And so we need to get on behind those common principles. We've got to combine our integrity. We got 99% of the votes. They're 1/12 of 1% who are funding the perpetual re-elections. And that means we can't just go to rallies. We can't just come to March on DC. We can't just meet once a month in our 9/12 or Tea Party group. We got to get out to our neighbors who aren't coming to these meetings, aren't coming to these groups, who all they're getting is bombarded by the perpetual ads from the incumbents. We got to get to them and let them know this story. We got to let them know both sides are being funded by the same people, that it's a shell game. And we got to let them, and after we combine our integrity, we have to get them motivated to vote, because there's only one thing they understand. They don't understand emails. You email your congressman right now, at best you get a form letter back, thank you for your input, right? If you sign petitions and send them in, what happens? Nothing. They just keep doing it. The only thing they're going to understand is voting, okay? And the fourth thing is we got to apply leverage, and we got to apply leverage to the parties as much as possible. We have to win in the primaries, so that if we have a principled, constitutional, fiscally responsible candidate, and it's running up against a party establishment person who has been chosen because they play these games, we got to beat them in the primaries, okay? We've got to get in and apply our leverage to both parties and make sure our candidates are their candidates whether they like it or not. We got to get motivated and do that. The Independence Caucus is set up just to do that. That's our website, iCaucus.org. We have a process of vetting and endorsing candidates. We have 92 candidates right now who are endorsed. Many of them are going to be here tomorrow night from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Hamilton room. We've got them coming in from all over the country. One of them may be Joe Miller. We're waiting to hear from him. If he can fill it in his schedule, he's one of our endorsed candidates. He'll be here tomorrow from 7 to 9. But it doesn't even matter if it's just Joe Miller. We've got candidates who are running at state level for assembly office. We got candidates running for federal office. If you think about it, it's the farm team. Those ones who are running for state house and state senate, that's your farm team coming up, getting ready for 2012, 2014. So if you get a chance, stop by that meet and greet tomorrow night from 7 to 9. Come on in and meet some really principled candidates. Let me tell you how, we got 5 minutes and I will finish on time. With those principled candidates, the first thing they had to do is they had to answer a questionnaire. We put a questionnaire, we call it the 80 questions, and those 80 questions are all on principles, not issues. Issues come and go. You can manipulate issues, principles. Simple principle. Do you believe it's irresponsible to vote for any budget that would increase spending if the previous year was a deficit? Yes or no? Right? Simple principles. You'd be surprised how many incumbents will not answer that question. Okay? Simple principle. Do you believe every act in Congress that you should read the bills before you vote on them? Simple. Yes or no? Well, they had these 80 questions. If they didn't answer at least 70% of them, no further in our endorsement process. Okay? Every one of those candidates that you're going to meet tomorrow are candidates who went through that questionnaire, answered at least 70% right. Then we scheduled an interview with them. That interview was, we would pull people, and Pam Kurtz right here was in the committees in Connecticut who interviewed Peter Schiff, Rick Torres, Mark Greenberg, all those kind of candidates. And Peter Schiff, how long would the interview take? An hour. And when you look at those videos, because here's the other thing, after we do the interview, we post it online. You can come see it. You don't have to have any filters. You don't have to listen to the media. You don't have to listen to us. You look and see that interview with them. And those questions aren't softball questions. They're dealing with principles and that. When you look at that first thing, what I was impressed about, and I have to tell you, Pam ran our Connecticut branch. She's a volunteer. We're 100% volunteers. I'd never met Pam before. She just believed in our principles. She took it and ran with it. When you look at that interview panel at the beginning when they introduce it, all around the room they go, I'm Pam Kurtz, I'm with iCaucus. I'm, Sheila, I'm with the Danbury 912. I'm so-and-so, I'm with the Connecticut Patriots. I'm so-and-so. They brought people from all these different patriotic groups together to interview him. He had to answer it, you got to watch it, and then at least 70% of our members had to approve of him, then you get the endorsement. You don't get this endorsement lightly from the Independence Caucus. We will not endorse the lesser of two evils. Okay, Carly Fiorina is running in California. She won't pass our system. Maybe she'll be better than Barbara Boxer. I don't know, but she won't pass our system. We're not going to endorse her. We don't do that. We only endorse people who are principled, who follow that system. And when I say 70% of the members have to approve it, we don't work, some of these groups, they'll just say, well, we've decided to endorse this candidate. I don't know what criteria, but somebody at the top made the decision and then they tell their members who they did. We're totally opposite. It's bottom up. If the local members in Connecticut tell me Peter Schiff was the guy to endorse, we endorse Peter Schiff and we put our resources behind him. If they say he's not, he's not. There's nothing we're going to do about it. iCaucus National has never endorsed a candidate. It's always been the local candidates. And who are the local members? We invite 9-12 members, Tea Party members. We invite anybody to come and join us. No charge. Doesn't cost anything to join. Just come and be, like we said, let's combine our integrity. Let's find these principal candidates. Let's get them in there and get those incumbents out who are being funded by the special interest groups. With that, I would just give you the invitation. Please go to iCaucus.org. We've got some educational videos on there that really take what I just showed you more in depth that you can look at. They're 10 or 15-minute long videos. You'll find a Ning site, a link to a Ning site there where you can connect with other people who have joined our network. And most important, you're going to find your endorsed candidates, the 92 candidates. With that, I know we're out of time. They want me to wrap up. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. I will be available for questions. Thank you.